Forget me. No, forget you. Forget you. Yeah, you, and you. You, all of you guys out there. You're the ones I gotta forget. I don't mean it. Yeah, I do. It's like my dad used to say, my old man, Alan Bell, Grizzly, as we all called him. Grizzly would always used to say, forget me, forget you, forget me. And I mean it, in a way. Let me explain what I'm talking about here. Got some ideas on the new cornerstones, that's the right word, new ideas as to how I'm going to run this channel. You know that one of the primary elements of this channel is the concept of no subscribers. We don't want to have any subscribers unless you insist on it. I mean, I'm happy to have you if you want to, but the idea is that I want you guys to be overwhelmed with the videos. Well, I'll get back to that in a second. But the next concept is, and I set that concept down a few videos back, a dozen or so. The next concept is the idea of forget you. Yes, all of you. We got to forget all of you. Why is that? Well, now that I've got the train going, I've had it going for a week or so now, and I'm realizing what's happening is I'm going around the community. I'm thinking about you guys. I'm starting to get to know who you are by your comments. And, ow, I poked myself in the eye. No, and I haven't even had coffee yet. I'm starting to get to know who you are. I'm going to talk like this all morning. Now I'm getting to know who you are by your personalities and your comments and your messages and the like, and I'm starting to feel myself censoring the videos in a good way, in terms of thinking about you guys. I'm thinking, well, what would the guys like to see? Would they like to see this thing? Oh, maybe that would be kind of boring. Maybe that's not interesting. And I'm passing up a lot of opportunities, and maybe adding things to the channel that I wouldn't normally add. And I'm realizing now that that's not the route I can go. Because if I do that, I'll never be able to satisfy everybody. I'll never be able to really give you guys what you want. It's good to have input from you to know what you're interested in. But the only way that I can be true to my mission here is to forget you. And what I mean by that is, okay, when you come to Japan and you're on the bullet train, let's get back to that thing, and you're flapping by the landscape, bam, bam, bam. Japan gives no hoot, nanny, or care or concern as to what you're interested in. It simply throws you up with chance, opportunity, a little old lady whipping, walking slowly along the road, a farmer out in the field, a building in scaffolding, some lovers ducking into a love hotel in a sedan, anything like that. You and I have no control over that. It just shows up. And then you ignore the ones that don't interest you, and you focus on the ones that do interest you for the brief moments that you have to do so, and then you dwell on it later. And I know that that's what I have to do here. Now, it's impossible for me to be a pure random video generator because I don't have that capability. I guess I could turn the camera on at random moments, but you'd probably see a lot of the ground and the sky and the streets and nothing much. So what I really have to, so what can I do then? The only thing I can do then is I have to turn to the one source of inspiration and idea that I can reliably have available to me, and that is, selfishly it sounds, that is my own interest. So I have to forget you and focus on me. Or as my old friend Pat Kwan used to say, enough about you, let's talk about me. But I don't mean it in that way at all. It really is not a selfish endeavor in that regard that I want to show you my Japan. Instead, what I want to do is give you a conduit into a vision of Japan that is streaming in nearly live manner towards you, and then let you filter out what you want to see. And the only critical capacity I have in that regard is my own interest and observation. So, gosh, that sounds like a lot to say for such a simple idea. What I simply mean to say is, watch out. If you haven't unsubscribed already, I really recommend that you do go ahead and unsubscribe. If you're one of those people that have told me you're going to stick around, I'm glad. But I'm just saying, watch out. You're going to get more dribble. Is that a word? Drivel? You're going to get more stuff like just an ashtray. I'm going to show you like this. I'm going to go over here and have a video and say, da-da-da, here's an ashtray. Da-da-da, there's Japanese writing and some characters on it. Don't smoke in the house, or your house will have the fire extinguisher dude come and wipe it away. You're going to get more of that. And you're going to get more The Rocks I Promised. Believe it or not, that one video that I put out called The Rocks I Promised, that is more in tune to the stuff that I enjoy about Japan than just about any of the videos that I have done so far. If you're willing, go check that video out, The Rocks I Promise. If you're willing to tolerate more of those coming up in the weeks ahead, then stick around. Subscribe if you like. For new users that have just found, new viewers that have just come on board, it's best probably to not subscribe and just instead to show up once in a while if you're interested and have a look at what's out there. Because here's what's going to happen. If you subscribe, you're going to subscribe today, and then you're going to wake up the next morning and go check your subscription bin, and you're going to go, where's my sexy fill? I can't find him. He's all this YouTube bullet train garbage, showing me ashtrays and rocks. And you're going to unsubscribe in vain. And I'd rather have you not subscribe in peace than unsubscribe in vain. In anger. That's the word I want to use. So stick around if you like. Come by, drop by once in a while, but don't subscribe unless you really, really want the abuse. So there we go. We have the concept of basically non-subscribing. It's a cornerstone here, and the next concept is forget you in the most loving way. There we go. So I'm going to push the button here, PPP. Oh, one more thing before I push the PPP button about drinking. I had a little fun last night. Believe it or not, I wasn't as drunk as I made myself out to be. I was still doing pretty good. But just so you guys know, I don't drive to this place. Never. It's like 5 minutes to stumble over here from where I live. So I don't drive, drink and drive. And drinking I'm a max 2 beer guy in most cases. That's about all I can handle. I'm such a lightweight, so it's a pretty easy thing. So I just thought some of you expressed some concern for me last night about driving here, and the only big danger is that I may get turned in the wrong direction and go that way and wind up in, on Mount Fuji or something like that, and it's cold up there. I don't want to go that. There you go. I'm gonna push the button now, and I'm gonna get started with the dribble. Let's go. Here we go. Beep.